Being on these gaming streets, I've come to realize that there is a thin line between delusion and reality. So let's see if we can help some of these Sony fans understand the difference between delusion and reality. And don't forget, before I forget, the letter of today is I.
Let's learn about the letter I. I.
A little bit spicy, delightful. Oh yes.
Let's get it.
This is a sickness!
Let's get it. So before we get into the main story tonight, once again, Microsoft has caught Sony slipping. Microsoft has caught Sony sleeping. And they came up with a win in Japan. According to Kotaku, they report Xbox Series X and S has outsold the PlayStation 5 in Japan for only the fourth time. Yes, 3 other times Microsoft would have outsold Sony in Japan. And we all know that under normal circumstances, this would not happen because, Microsoft isn't as strong as the other consoles in Japan. However, when Sony sleeps or when Sony slips, Microsoft comes in for the okie doke and takes that week when it comes to sales. But I'm looking at something different compared to everyone else. There is a narrative that, every time someone buys an Xbox console, they always go for the Series S first. But if it is you look at the numbers here in Japan for this week, look at the difference when it comes to how many Series X was sold compared to how many Series S was sold. This is the numbers here. Yeah, so you'll notice the Series X is represented by the yellow arrow and the Series S is represented by the red arrow. The Series S only sold 398 consoles while the Series X sold 2,903 consoles. So it's very clear that the Japanese people love the Series X when it comes to buying their Xbox platform. And this is very good. It really destroys the narrative that every time someone gets to choose what Xbox to buy, they go for the Series S. It's very clear that the Japanese people, especially for that week, chose the Series X. So what do you think about Microsoft selling or outselling Sony for the fourth time in Japan? Let me know in the comment sections below. And let's get into the main topic. A study would have to be made as to which one of these caused the most mental illness when it comes to the Sony fans. Was it the exclusivity of Starfield or was it the Activision Blizzard deal being passed? Now, the Activision Blizzard deal was, one of the biggest mergers ever recorded in history. And Sony fans did not want this deal to go through at all. A matter of fact, every hurdle that came into Microsoft's way, the Sony fans rejoiced and jumped to the hills. And a matter of fact, a number of them said that this deal was dead. Well, that was not the case. Microsoft came out with a victory and currently they owned Activision Blizzard. Now, after Sony fans realized that this deal was basically closed, a number of different rumors came up asking or saying that, Sony needs to answer back Microsoft. What would Sony acquire to answer back Microsoft? And all of a sudden, all sorts of different rumors start popping up, which the Sony community held on to. One of the rumors said that they are going to buy Take-Two. I mean, that will be a good get for Sony. We are talking about Red Dead Redemption and we are talking about Gran Turismo. That will be a big win for Sony. But then again, another rumor came up and said Sony is going to acquire Bandai Namco. Yes, some random dude named Alex Smith tweeted, "Yes, this is strongly and absolutely happening, but I will put everything in a categorical order of facts. Speeches, reports, emails, and conversations." So this guy basically sold a lot of Sony fans the dream, the hope that, Sony is going to acquire Bandai Namco, the makers of Elden Ring, Firm Software games and all these things. This is big. It seems like all the rumors was true. Sony did acquire something and it was announced today. And as the letter of the day says, that company begins with an I. So before we announce the company, let's get a drum roll, please. iSize.
Who?
Come on, Snoop Dogg, don't be like that. I said the company name is iSize.
Who?
I'm sure Little John heard me. Did you hear me say iSize, Little John?
What?
You know what? I'm not studying the both of you. I'm just going to let Push Square help us to understand what does iSize do? What does iSize bring to the table? Push Square?
Sony reveals iSize acquisition, not a games developer. A UK-based video delivery firm. Sony has today announced it has entered into an agreement to acquire UK-based company iSize, which specializes in deep learning for video delivery. iSize builds AI-powered solutions to deliver bitrate savings and quality improvements for the media and entertainment industry, the firm explained. The cost of the buyout isn't revealed due to contractual commitments. The acquisition is designed to provide Sony with significant expertise in applying machine learning to video processing, which will benefit a range of our R&D efforts as well as our video and streaming services. PS Plus Premium currently provides the option to stream PS3 games, and recently members of the top tier gained the ability to stream PS5 games. It seems this purchase will aid Sony's efforts in this field. And the blog post said, founded in 2016 and based in London, iSize has a team of talented engineers and technical experts who have developed a suite of software solutions to optimize video. For example, the company built an AI-based perceptual pre-processing solution that allows conventional, third-party encoders to produce higher quality video at a significantly lower bitrate. You can learn more about iSize on the company's website. What's your reaction to this acquisition? Share your thoughts in the comments below.
So yes, iSize is an AI company that specializes in AI, and they would be helping and assisting Sony to implement AI into their games or into their streaming services. Now, it's safe to say that all those so-called rumors was wrong, because none of them rumored that this was even happening. Far more so, Sony going to acquire a gaming studio. So this is a difference between delusion and reality. You all thought you all was going to get Bandai Namco and Take-Two, but you all will have to settle for iSize. Yes, iSize. It sounds so sweet to the ear. But let me hear what you think about all of this. Do you think that eventually Sony will acquire a big major studio like a Bandai Namco, like a Firm Software, and so forth? Let me know in the comment sections below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos. Later.